Hey guys, today I want to share with you my makeup wish list. I'm gonna try and put pictures of it up here. I'm not exactly a whiz with editing software, so I may do cutaways to product pictures, but if I can try and insert them here, that would be awesome. But I'm not promising anything. As you may know, I haven't bought any makeup this year. It's unusual for me to go this long without purchasing any makeup. But it's going to be my birthday next month, and I was thinking about maybe treating myself to a couple of pieces from my wish list, and I've recently gone through my wish list and gotten rid of a bunch of things. I would just add things like I keep a running note of things that I want, and going through the list I was like, I'm not interested in this, I'm not interested in that, I have something very similar to this thing. So I very much condensed my wish list to a few select things, and to be honest, there's not a whole lot of them. Rather than going through the websites and looking at the new arrivals or anything, I just sat down and wrote a list of things that stuck out in my mind, because if I can't remember what the product is, then I can't really be that interested in it, can I? Although, having said that, there is one product, there's a product that I can't remember the specific name of, but I know what it is. So first of all, there are some foundations that I would like to try, which for someone who has as many foundations as me is not exactly the wisest. So I might pick up some samples and pick one of them. But I'm really interested in the Dior Forever Undercover foundation. It's supposed to be like the Dior Forever foundation, but a lot lighter, kind of like the Perfection Lumiere Velvet, or the Invisible Fluid, or any of those like watery, shaky. At least I think it's supposed to be like one of those, the watery, shaky foundations. I'm not entirely sure. This is another reason why I want to get samples. But there are quite a few foundations that have come out recently that are in a similar packaging. They're in sort of like a squeezy box sort of packaging. CoverFX have a foundation that's kind of in similar packaging. They're like full coverage long wear foundations, but I think they're in like a lighter formula. There's also the new double wear foundation. This is actually, there's a couple that I can't remember the specific name of. I should have looked it up before I sat down to make this video. But it's like double wear water weight or double wear nude. I will annotate the correct name. But it's supposed to be like a lighter wear version of the double wear. Maybe even lighter or a different consistency to the double wear light, which I enjoy very much, and I enjoy the double wear very much. So I'm very interested to see what this foundation is like. So it's one that is on my list to potentially get a sample of. The Laura Mercier Fusion foundation, I have the Candle Glow and I really, really enjoy it. And from what I believe, the Fusion is supposed to be a more full coverage, creamy foundation, like a velvety foundation. I really enjoy the Candle Glow foundation, so I have high hopes for the Fusion. It's not something that I can get a sample of, so I run a risk purchasing it because I have to purchase it either from House of Fraser online or Space NK. I may get it at some point during the year, I may not. We'll see. L'Oreal Pro Glow is finally coming to the UK. I have the Pro Matte, and no, I don't have the regular. I have the Pro Matte, which is nice, but I've heard a lot of good things about the Pro Glow, and I've heard it's really, really amazing when you mix it with the Pro Matte, and I'm really interested in it. because so many people go on about this foundation. I want to give it a try, and it's a drugstore low end foundation, so it's not exactly a low break in the bank. If I buy it and I don't like it, it's fine, but I would like to give it a try. I would also like to try the new Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation. I believe it's the Air foundation, or the breathable foundation. I really like the Lasting Finish from Rimmel, and I really liked the Lasting Finish Nude, which has since been discontinued. I really liked the nude one. It was really good. So I want to see if this new version of Lasting Finish is anything like the nude. If it is, awesome. I also want to try the Revolution Pro foundation. I actually haven't heard anyone talk about it. I just generally want to try it because I want to try something from Revolution Pro. But from what I see of it, I think it's supposed to be a long wear full coverage foundation, and it's fairly affordable. I think it's like £5 or something. I will annotate the correct price. But next up are a few primers that I want to try. I really want to try the Smashbox Primerizer. It's supposed to be a very moisturizing primer. Kind of like more moisturizing version of the Facefinity from Max Factor. I'm a big fan of the Smashbox Photo Finish primer, and I like the Photo Finish Radiance primer, and I can't remember, no, the thought is gone, but the primerizer comes in the same bottle as the Studio Skin foundation. So I'm guessing that they're supposed to be marketed together, like you wear the primer under the foundation, and they should work well together. So I'm really interested in giving that a try, and I'm also interested in trying, well, mostly looking for a green foundation primer. So I was looking at the new L'Oreal primers that have come out. They have a green primer, a Radiance one for fatigue, and they've also brought the Lumi Magique primer into this range. There are a couple that I want to try. I don't really want to say that I want to buy a lot of primers, but if they happen to be on 3 for 2, then I might pick up a couple of different ones, just to give them a try, see if they work for me. I know their illuminating primer is really good, so I have good hopes for the other primers in the range. As far as concealers go, there are a couple from Estee Lauder that I want to try. I want to try the new Double Wear concealer that's come out. I'm not entirely sure if it's in a squeezy tube or if it's a squeezy tube with a doe foot applicator. I've not actually seen it be used or seen it in person yet. But I am looking for a new full coverage concealer. I'm actually going through concealers really quickly at the moment, so I'm not too fussed about bringing in new concealers because I'm gonna need them anyway. I'm also interested in trying the new Estee Lauder color correctors. They have green ones, peach ones. It's just something different to see high-end brands coming out with color correctors. It's not something I've really seen before. I've seen YSL, they've come out with color correcting primers as well, and Lancome, they did the color correcting cushions. But I really like the idea of the Estee Lauder ones because they come in sort of concealer tubes, so it's liquid, and yeah, I want to give them a try. I also want to give a try to the Revolution Beauty concealers that broke the internet. They're supposed to be a drugstore dupe of the Tarte Shape Tape. I can't remember specifically what they're called either. I will annotate it. I think it's something like Conceal and Define concealer. They could be very, very wrong. But I want to give them a try. I like the Tarte Shape Tape. It's expensive. It's a bit difficult to get hold of. This stuff you can just walk in a Superdrug and pick up. So I would like to give that a try. As far as the rest of the face goes, I would like to repurchase the Max Factor Soft Touch blushes. Hopefully they still exist, because I know Max Factor have been discontinuing a lot of things lately in preparation for new launches. I really like the soft touch blushes. I've had them before. I got rid of them during my declutter because they were really old, but they have 4 shades. They have soft pink, soft copper, soft candy, and soft Murano. And oh, they're beautiful. Soft pink is just a soft blush pink. Soft copper is a beautiful bronzy. Soft candy is like a bright pop of like cherry red on your cheeks, but not quite as scary as that sounds. And then you have soft Murano, which is just sort of a very chill bitten flush for your cheeks. They're gorgeous. They're so super affordable. I would definitely pick up all 4 and have no qualms about it. The only other thing that I want face wise are the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, the pressed ones, all of them. I'm not going to go out and buy them all at once, but it's something that I would like to collect, because for the most part they're not going to get discontinued anytime soon, and they have some amazing shades that I want to try, or just want generally. They've came out with full size of Prosecco Pop. There's one that's, I believe it's Vanilla Quartz, that's just come out, and it looks so stunning. I really want the rose gold one, and opal, and all of them. Even topaz. Freaking love them. There is a blush that I have of theirs. I believe it's called, I'll go get it. This is their blush in Blush Copper. This used to be marketed as a Shimmering Skin Perfector, and now it's part of their Luminous Blush range. So topaz for me, I would probably use as a blush. I like the color of it. I love this on the blush, as a blush on the cheekbones. I don't have one today though. But I'm a huge fan of the Becca formula, and I will eventually collect them all. It's something that I'm perfectly okay with, and I just ripped the hair out of my head. It's really sore. As far as eye products go, I would like to try the anti-aging Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm a huge long time user of the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've been using it for 6 years, 7 years, a long time. And I'm getting older, so I'm looking into anti-aging help. So I might try the anti-aging primer, see if it'll help with the eyes. Stop the eye skin from getting crepey, that kind of thing. One thing that's long running on my wish list are some Viseart palettes, or Visart, or however the hell you say it. I just want their damn palettes. I want to pick up the Warm Neutrals palette and the Dark Mattes palette, and I think it's the Editorial Brights it's called. Those are the 3 palettes that I'm most interested in. There is one, I believe it's called the Bijou palette, is the one that's got all the shimmery jewel tones in it. I kind of want that one too. And they're available now on Cult Beauty, so I don't have to order them from Sephora, which is awesome. From Sephora, they were $80 plus shipping plus tax, like import tax, whereas they're only $69 from Cult Beauty, free shipping, and I can get cash back on it from Top Cashback, which is, that is definitely the route I'm going to take. Also from Revolution, they have a couple of new chocolate bar palettes. I love the Revolution. It's now called I Heart Revolution. They used to be part of the I Heart Makeup, but it's now I Heart Revolution. But I love their chocolate bar palettes, and they've come out with a couple more. And since I last purchased them, there's like, I think 3 or 4 that I really like the look of. But they're really inexpensive. They're about £8 a piece. And I love the formula that they use, so I might pick them up. I can't remember the names of the specific ones. I will list them. but I might pick those up when I get the foundation and the concealer. Two things that I'm not entirely sure whether I want or not. They're kind of hyped products that I can't resist the hype about. First of all is the Colour Drain Queen of Hearts palette. Oh my lord, I've been lusting after that palette for like a year now. And then there's also the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. I'm not interested in any of the other Juvia's Place palettes. They're all kind of a bit meh to me, whereas the Masquerade palette, it has 2 rows of neutrals and then 2 rows of bright colours, so you can sort of mix them. The Queen of Hearts palette, again, it has neutrals, but it also has good pops of colour. So you can just work out of one palette when you're using either one, which is something I look for. It makes stuff easier in the morning. I know it's working on the pop of colour theory, but if it works, it works. And I'm sure you're waiting for a list of lip products that I'm interested in buying. There's not a single one. There's not a single lip product that I'm so interested in buying that I put on a wish list, to be honest. There are a few things I would like there are some new shades in the L'Oreal matte range, and there are a few shades in the Estee Lauder Pure Colour Envy range that I like the look of, but I have a lot of lip products, a stupid amount of lip products, so I'm gonna wait a good while. I probably wait until the second half of the year before I even think about purchasing any lip products, until I've gone through a good chunk of what I have. So if you guys have any recommendations that you think I might like, let me know in the comments below, or let me know what you're lusting after, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye.